When I was 17, my father married Elaine, a woman obsessed with antique teapots and always whispering about her son's untapped brilliance. Her son, Mason, was 19, unemployed, and had already wrecked 2 vehicles by the time they settled into our home. Yet somehow, he was the perfect child in their eyes, untouchable. My Toyota Corolla was my pride. I'd spent 2 years working weekends at a local hardware shop, saving every penny while my friends splurged on concerts and trendy outfits. When I finally scraped together enough for the down payment, Dad took me to the dealership and co-signed the loan. My name was on the title, and I covered every monthly installment. For half a year, life was good. Then Mason's latest fling broke it off, and suddenly he needed a car to get his life together. One Wednesday morning, Dad summoned me to the dining room. "Mason's taking your car for a bit," he said, eyes fixed on his mug. "He's got job interviews downtown and the buses are unreliable." "What interviews?" I asked. Mason hadn't moved from the recliner in days. "Don't talk back," Elaine hissed from the corner. "Family supports family," I tried to argue. The car was legally mine. I needed it for my job, my classes, my life. But Dad's mind was made up, and that was that. That evening, I came home to an empty driveway. Mason was gone, along with my Toyota. When I called him, he chuckled. "Chill, sis, just borrowing it to take this girl from Bumble out. I'll return it tomorrow." Tomorrow came and went. No car, no Mason. A week later, still nothing. When I confronted Dad, he brushed it off. "Guys need cars more than you do. Take the school bus." Something broke inside me. My whole life, Dad had given my things away to keep others happy. My birthday cash to my aunt who needed it. My room to distant cousins who deserved comfort. My college savings to his sister's failed bakery. But this was mine legally, undeniably. That Friday before school, I walked to the police station. The officer at the counter raised an eyebrow as I showed him the title. "It's your car?" he asked. "Yes, and I never gave anyone permission to drive it," I said. "Not even family." By mid-morning, during algebra, the principal pulled me out. My phone buzzed with 14 missed calls from Dad. The cops had tracked Mason to his new gig, washing dishes at a busy diner downtown, a job I didn't even know he had. They arrested him for auto theft in front of his coworkers, his boss, and a crowd of lunchtime customers. When I got home, Dad was furious. Elaine was in tears. They'd spent hours at the station, insisting it was all a mix-up. "How could you do this to your brother?" Dad yelled. "He's not my brother," I said evenly, "and he stole my car." I agreed not to press charges and the case was dropped, but the fallout was real. Mason got fired. Elaine stopped acknowledging my existence. Dad looked at me like I was a traitor. 3 months later, I left. I rented a small apartment across town and switched schools. On graduation day, I sat alone in the crowd, but my Toyota waited outside, my diploma resting on the front seat. Mason, now 23, still lives at home, borrowing cash and spinning excuses. Sometimes I drive by and see him trudging to the corner shop. I never stop to offer a lift.